Hi, I'm the Cyber Sensei, and welcome to the life skills training for white belts. The life skills training are not really for children, but rather for the parents. This way, the parent can understand the life skill for each rank and learn how to implement that life skill into your child's life the best way possible. So hang on tight and let's dive in with the white belt life skill lesson. Okay, so the white belt life skill lesson is good discipline, and we say in the lessons that it means do it the first time. Now, to get started, you need to understand that children are not born with this life skill and that they need to be educated on what it is and what it means. If I just told my child they need to have better discipline and they didn't, that's because it's like talking to them in a foreign language and there's just no way they're going to understand. The best way to teach them is to tell them at the white belt level while they're taking those lessons is that they will learn a life skill that's called good discipline, and you want to give them a head start and teach them what it means. Here's how to do it. The first thing you do is tell them that it means do it the first time. Ask them to stick their finger out just like you, just like this right now, and say, do it the first time. Next, ask them how many times they think you want to ask them to do something before they do it. Ask them, do you think it should be 10 times or 1 time? Ask them if you have to ask them 5, 6, 7, 10 times to do something, do you think that'll make you happy or do you think that will make you sad? How about do it the first time? Will that make you happy or sad? Happy, right? Next, ask them if they like to do extra fun stuff, yes or no. Ask them if you have to ask them 5, 6, 7, 10 times to do something. Do you think that'll make you happy or sad? So you're asking them again. Then ask them if you're sad, do you think that you'll let them do extra fun stuff? The answer is no. How about if they did things the first time? Will that make you happy or sad? The answer again is happy. Now ask them if you'll think that you'd be more willing to let them do extra fun stuff if the answer is yes and they do it the first time. You see, children are like sponges. They want to learn. You can't just tell them and expect them to understand. You have to help them figure it out with a bunch of questions and answers. Now, once you help them figure it out and they understand what it means, they'll be more willing to do things the first time because your child wants to make you happy. They love it. They love it when you give them attention and they want to make you happy. Okay, the next part is learning for yourself not to get upset if they're not perfect and if they're not doing things the first time yet, because it's okay. If they're not listening, here's what you do now. Ask them if they remember what good discipline means. If they remember, great. If they don't, remind them. Tell them to stick the finger out and say, do it the first time. Now, this part's important. Ask them if they're doing it the first time. Then ask them if they're making you happy or if they're making you sad right now. Ask them if they make you sad, what happens? And then ask them if they make you happy, what happens? Most likely, if you help them figure it out and they understand that by doing it the first time, it'll make you happy and they get to do the extra fun stuff, they'll end up doing it the first time. Now, there will be times that things are just not going to go your way, but that's okay too. Remember that these are baby steps that we're taking here. This is not a sprint, it's more of a marathon. You want to make sure that you instill these life skills in your child's life, not teach them with a cram session where they're just going to forget them in a few months from now. Okay, now I know what some of you are thinking. I'm not going to do extra fun stuff every time my child does something the first time. Sometimes I just want my child to do what I tell him and I want him to do it right now. Okay, listen. Something fun could be as simple as a hug or a kiss to your child. To a child, that's a reward that makes them feel good and it is fun. Maybe when you hug them, swing them a little bit. Have fun when you hug your child. Tell them that when they do things the first time, that it makes you so happy and that you love it. Okay, I'm going to get my son Carson, who's 3 years old, and I'm going to show you exactly what I've been talking about in this lesson. And if I can do this with my 3-year-old son, you can do it too. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back with my son Carson to show you firsthand how to talk to your child about what good discipline is and how to help you implement it into your child's life. All right, first of all, Carson, can you stick your finger out like this? Stick your finger out. Say, do it the first time.
Do it the first time.
Say it again. Say, do it the first time.
Do it the first time.
All right, so good discipline, what it means is do it the first time. Stick your finger out one more time. Say, do it the first time.
Do it the first time.
Now, let me ask you another question. Do you want to make Daddy happy or do you want to make Daddy sad?
Happy.
Okay, if Daddy has to ask you 10 times to do something, do you think that makes me happy or sad?
Sad.
Sad. Okay, so if Daddy has to ask you one time to do something, do you think that makes Daddy happy or sad?
Happy.
Okay, how do you want to make Daddy?
Happy.
All right, so you got to do it the what? Stick your finger out. Say, do it the first time. And if you do things the first time, does Daddy let you do extra fun things sometimes? Yes, okay. Now, if Daddy has to ask you 10 times to do something and he's sad, do you think I let you do extra fun stuff anymore?
No.
No. Do you like to do extra fun stuff? So you got to do it the what?
Do it the first time.
Yay! All right, give Daddy a big hug. All right, I love you so much. Good job, buddy. Good answers. All right. Woo! You got to do it the what?
Do it the first time.
Do it the first time. How about Daddy? Can Daddy have a kiss? All right. I love you so much. All right, so there it is firsthand exactly how to implement good discipline into your child's life. And if I can do it with my 3-year-old, you guys can do it too. Okay, I'm back, and I hope you enjoyed the little video and demonstration with my son Carson. And if you have any questions, please either ask me on this video or in our Facebook group. Here's another tip. At first, don't expect your child to do everything the first time. Pick one thing that's really important to you and work on that one thing for, let's say, the first 30 days. After the first 30 days, add 1 or 2 more things to it that you want them to work on. Again, it's important to work with baby steps. You can't just flip a switch and have instantaneous results. This is something you have to work on. You have to take baby steps and add to what you want them to do slowly. Don't forget to reward them and make a big deal on how happy it makes you. It's kind of like if you do something for your spouse or your boss at work and they don't acknowledge it, or that you don't feel appreciated, you most likely have a hard time wanting to do that same thing again. If you want your child to do things the first time, it's important, especially at first, make a big deal about it. Remember that we talk about the life skill good discipline in each white belt lesson, so make sure you, the parent, are taking the lessons too. And then talk about that life skill when the lesson's over, or go ahead and press pause and talk about it then. Okay, I'm back with my son Carson. He was so excited to be on the lesson about how to help your child learn how to do things the first time that he wanted to show you some of his awesome karate moves. Are you ready? All right, say yes, Sensei.
Yes, Sensei.
Show me tension stance. Show me bow courtesy. Good. Show me guards up. Super loud. Show me front punch. Hiya.
Hiya.
Show me back punch. Hiya.
Hiya.
Good. Pick that knee up high. Show me front kick. Hiya.
Hiya.
Woo. Show me jump kick. Really loud. Hiya.
Hiya.
All right. Everybody clap for Carson. Good job. All right, guys. On the very next lesson, we're going to be talking about turning good discipline into self-discipline, and that's going to be the gold belt life skill. So once again, the gold belt life skill is going to be all about turning good discipline into self-discipline. All right. Everybody give me one clap. Can you put your hands up? Say, Cyber Sensei.